Yo, yo, yo. Uh-oh, hold on, speech zapping myself. What is happening? Welcome to another Dumb Show. I am another Dumb Show host. So good to have you here on episode number 262, I believe we are on. So good to have you guys here with me this evening. It feels so good. Feels so right. Having you guys streaming on my tube. Night. I hope you guys had a great day today. I had a good one, and let's have a good show. Let's have some fun tonight. Don't forget, you can always follow the show, X, Instagram, all that good stuff at Another Dumb Show. There it is right there. Like the show. If you're in here, hopefully you like the show. Take a second to hit the thumbs up on tonight's episode. I would greatly appreciate that. If you're not watching live, get your comments in, and I will read them back. Comments on stuff that we're talking about. I'd love to hear your opinion on the things that we're talking about, especially since the phones are down. We will definitely need your input. Let's get some input from the chat. That is what we call the League of Dummies. That is our live chat here. Big shout out to everybody in the league. Boomer85 was first today. Close second. Jeremy just missed it. Good job. Nice try, guys. And don't forget, you can always download Another Dumb Show as an audio-only podcast through YouTube. So you don't have to see this handsome face. You can hear this gravelly, sick voice. All right, let's see here. You can join the show. Please take a second to join the show. Help support Another Dumb Show. I would greatly appreciate it if you did that. Phone's still down, so what are you gonna do? We got a hater in the chat running his mouth. Let's see. Ryan W said, please give us some updates on your pathetic life. It's been too long. You've got to have some stupid drama going on. Nope, just working my ass off like everybody else does in the world. Sorry, my life is so pathetic that you're here watching my show, you fucking loser, Ryan W. You can go suck a cock. Anyway, last night we watched the Guardians go down. Sad defeat for the Cleveland Guardians last night. I was really... There's something with me in Cleveland sports. I swear to God, when I don't watch, they win. When I do watch, they lose. And I know this is another example of me thinking the world revolves around me, but I just swear to God, it seems like that's the case. I don't know what it is. And the Guardians in particular, whenever I turn them on, they lose. Except last Saturday when I saw them hit that grand slam. That was fucking cool. That was a really sweet thing that happened. Jeremy says they need to stop expanding their strike zone, man, and stop swinging at everything. Yeah, it was, the strike zone was weird last night. It was all over the place. I don't know what was going on, but we were getting some strikes for Alex Cobb at the beginning of the game, who only went 2 2/3 innings when we needed him to go at least 5. It would have been great if we could have gotten maybe even 4 out of him would be great. But then, I'm not sure how I feel about that guy. I don't like his, he always looks flustered. From the very first, before he even throws a pitch, he looks flustered. I don't know what it is. He just doesn't look confident on the mound. There's just something about his demeanor that I don't like. And when you're a pitcher, you got to have, it's not like a quarterback where you got to have some swag, but you got to have some moxie up there as a pitcher. You got to have some command. And I know that's, when you're talking about throwing, it's usually about command, but you got to have some stature up there on the mound. You got to present yourself like you're not depressed or depressed. You're not. That's almost what he looks like. I guess that's why that's the word that came out of my mouth, because he looks bummed out. I know he's got a weird, cracked thumb or cracked nail, and he's got a blister he's dealing with or whatever. But I wasn't really too thrilled with his performance, as I'm sure most of you weren't. A lot of walks in there. And then they have this other guy come in. I think it was, I don't remember, it was Castillo maybe was his name, or Castellano, or I don't even remember. But the only thing I remember about him was the opposite. He walked in looking, strutted up to the mound, looking like he was going to fucking just gas people. And then this guy just starts throwing him in the dirt. And so Cobb, I think, gave up a home run to Soto. So we were down 1-0. And then a couple innings later, this guy comes in, or was it right that same inning? I can't even remember, to tell you the truth. But anyway, this guy comes in, throws 2 in the dirt, 2 wild pitches that bring in runs. It was a mess. It was a complete mess. And then we were, from there, I kind of lost interest a little bit because they're just, the Guardians, they don't, get a ton of offense. They ended up, after I kind of turned it on, I went to the multi-view to the baseball game and Monday Night Football. Oh, and by the way, here is and the Guardians didn't. The problem with the Guardians, like, I mean, their number 3, 4, and 5 hitters, I believe they were 0 for 11 last night, which is, what is that, Ramirez, Lane Thomas, and then I can't remember who, is that Naylor, the other one in there? I don't remember who 3, 4, and 5 are particularly. I just remember I read a stat, seeing that today, and it was, you can't win baseball games like that when your big guys aren't there here. So there's the final score from the game last night. 5-2, Yankees take out the Guardians. If I slipped and said Indians at some point, I apologize. I probably did. I'm not in the habit of talking about the Guardians or baseball that often, so I'll probably slip up and call them that throughout this playoff run. Excuse me, I'm all choked up here and stuffed up still. Excuse me, not choked up, stuffed up. Anyway, so the Yankees, they lead the series 1-0. You see there that the Yankees and the Guardians ended up having the same amount of hits, but I wish it would show how many fucking walks. I should have put that up there because I don't know what the exact numbers were, but I'm pretty sure we walked a lot of people in. Game 2 is tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern at Yankee Stadium. We will be watching that after this, so we'll wrap up a little bit early so everybody has a chance to watch the Gardos. So hopefully we'll get some more offense when it matters, not when we're already down. Hopefully we'll get, let's see here. You know what? I have a little preview of the game actually right here for us. So here, let's see here. I can pull this up. Here is what's happening tonight. What is going on with, there we go. There's that right there. So here we go. Tonight we have the Guardians and the Yankees. Game 2, Yankees lead 1-0. It's at 7:38 local time. You can watch it on TBS. Here's the pitching matchup. Tanner Bybee versus Garrett Cole. Now, they're saying Bybee is our ace. Oh, hold on one second. Let me go back to that. Pause that there for a sec. Bring up all that stuff. So there's some stats on him in the 2024 postseason. Tanner Bybee, 2.08 ERA. Garrett Cole, 3, allowed 13 hits, 8 Ks, 2 walks. So pretty, he's hittable. That's good to see. He's hittable, but Tanner Bybee's got a lot of strikeouts, a few walks in there. So that looks like a pretty fairly even matchup there between those two. Here is the starting lineup for tonight. We got Kwan starting. Oh, yeah, here we go. Ramirez, Naylor, and Thomas. There we go, 3, 4, and 5. So let's see if something can get happening with these guys. Get these bats to wake up. You know what I'm saying? Get out. Got to get Joe Boo out there. Try to get hats for the bats, all that good stuff. I did see it was pretty cool when Emmanuel Clase came out. Emmanuel Clase came out the other day. They played Wild Thing. That was pretty sweet. That got me all pumped up, even though I believe he gave up runs then and lost. But here is the bullpen rundown and the pitching, how many pitches they've thrown over the past couple days. So last 3 days, all the Indians pitchers in the bullpen have been very active because they were just pitching in Detroit as well. So that's why they had the last 3 days. Yankees are looking a little bit better there with their relief pitchers, actually considerably better. So we'll see how that pans out for the Yankees. Hopefully the Guardians, we'll see, there it is. Hopefully the Guardians will get some hits going and force these guys to throw some pitches. There's an ad for Lone Depot. And then there you go. There's the fielding assignment for the Yankees. There you go. I don't know what all that means. Whoa, hold on one sec. There's the line. If you're going to do some betting, that's the FanDuel line for it tonight. So there you go, guys. That's a little preview of tonight's Guardians game. That's at 7:38 tonight. I am looking forward to that. Let's see here. I do have, right before we ended the show last night, I was, and I apologize for ending so abruptly last night. The stream started getting all weird right at the end of the show. And so in lieu of it just cutting off, I just kind of wrapped the show kind of abruptly. So I do apologize for that, but hey, it's, sometimes that kind of shit happens. All right. I have some, right before we ended the show, I talked about a video that I wanted to show to Mikey, and I haven't seen him pop up yet, so I don't know if he's on, if he's sleeping, what his dealio is, if he got stuck at work. It's been raining and thunderstorming here over the past couple days. So I'm assuming maybe it's made it over to New York, and he's getting remnants of Milton, perhaps, which means a lot of power outages in New York where he is. All right, so right before the end of the show, I was going to show this video to Mikey, but Mikey's not here, and I think it's really cool, so I'm going to show it to all you guys. It happened over the weekend. SpaceX, Elon Musk, the Mechazilla in action. This video is a little bit long, but I don't care. It's worth watching, so check this out.
T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, here we go. So here we go. We got the SpaceX Starship taking off, the largest, heaviest flying object in the history of the world.
We're gonna see the engines ignite on ship to push it away from the booster. First, we're gonna see the booster's engines start to shut down.
So this is the cool part. So this Starship is being pushed up by a booster, which you can see there on the bottom. You can kind of see a better shot of it here. So the bottom half of that thing, the white part, is the booster that's sending the rocket into space, all right? Now, what's going to happen next is this booster is going to end up detaching from the rocket.
Push it away from the booster. First, we're going to see the booster's engines start to shut down. All but 3. We're going to do
what's called here we go. We're going to get
cut off instead of main engine cut off, because 3 are going to keep going.
Most engine cut off.
Engines on ship ignite.
And then here we go.
Most engines cut off.
There it is. It's separated. Now, this thing is now, Starships are going up into orbit. I think it's going in orbit. I don't know exactly where it's going, to tell you the truth. But because that's not the thing that interested me the most. The thing that's the most interesting about this is what happens to the booster. And if you haven't seen this, you have to watch this, because it is one of the most amazing feats of science and physics and all. Just what an amazing feat that Elon Musk and his team at SpaceX have come up with. It's amazing.
Hot stage separation confirmed.
All right, so here comes the booster. It's falling down to Earth. That's not good.
Under its own power, I'm seeing 6 out of 6 Raptors lit. We did hear that the tower is go for catch, so that was one of the big criteria we were looking.
So here he said, tower is go for a catch? Catch what?
For.
The booster is making its way back to the launch site. We are going to try and catch it using the chopsticks on the launch tower.
So they're going to try to catch this thing using what they call chopsticks on the launch tower.
Exact same tower that it just launched from.
We can see it coming down through the plume.
All right, here it comes. It's barreling in. I believe it broke the speed of sound at one point. I think you see a boost.
Those Raptor engines, and this view is incredible right now.
So it's falling to Earth. I wish they had a little wider shot.
The vehicle is moving on the left hand.
All right, so there go the booster rockets. The landing burners, they're going.
We're now down to 3 Raptor engines. We can see those chopsticks now.
Here it comes.
On the first ever attempt, we successfully caught.
Wow, unbelievable. Absolute unbelievable feat by the engineering team at SpaceX. God, my throat is jacked right now. Sorry, guys. I can barely talk. Wow, what an amazing thing to see. And that the goal is to take that rocket with that booster and be able to go back and forth for, space travel, actually. And then, go from here to the moon, be able to rocket back down and have the some sort of thing on top of that. Oh, the whole thing is so amazing. So pretty cool if you guys are into any kind of space or rockets or anything like that, which I kind of mildly am. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I'm like some sort of super fan of all that stuff, but I do like it. I'm more into the alien stuff, but I think that's why I like the SpaceX stuff, because it also makes, I'm a Star Trek nerd. I'm not quite a Trekkie, but I do like Star Trek. And it makes me think of Star Trek. Like we're in the early stages of Star Trek. It's pretty cool. Just to remind everybody, if you guys are saying something to me in the chat, make sure you put at Another Dumb Show in there so I see it directly. That way it stands out to me. I did. So we had a really great landing with the SpaceX rocket. It was a pretty amazing, unique landing. But I have a video of a landing that happened over the weekend at one of the Fleet Week. I believe that's Navy that does Fleet Week. This happened. I don't mean to laugh because people got hurt, but it's kind of silly. Uh-oh, 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 oh no, you missed. Oh! So he missed the launch zone or the drop zone. Just takes out a whole family. Just boom. One person in the background, a kid laughing, it sounded like. Everybody's okay. They walked it off. Don't worry. Yeah, they're okay. So yes, so in case you missed it, this dipshit missed his drop zone and landed right on a family. Oh, I love the crowd. I love the crowd. Listen to the crowd. So yeah, there's a landing that didn't go as well as the SpaceX thing. It's amazing that you could land a giant, humongous rocket, but he couldn't just bring that parachute down to land. Poor guy. I'm sure he feels really bad. I wonder how this guy's feeling, if he's feeling pretty bad right now. Actually, you know what? I know he's not feeling bad. I have a video. Where's this other video? Did I not pull them both? Oh, here it is. I got two videos of Donald Trump. They're great. The first one is my favorite. The second one is a montage. Well, not a montage. It's a time-lapse video of this guy. He did a rally, I believe it was in Arizona, is where this, well, I know it's from Arizona. That's where this first clip's from. Check out Donald Trump talking about Arizonans.
Thank you, Tanya. Oh, beautiful. You look great. Thank you, darling. Also, we have many Azerasians in our room.
One more time.
Also, we have many Azerasians in our room. We have some incredible people in our room.
Whoops, I don't know why that popped up. Anyway, so sorry to distract you there, guys. So yes, what does he call them?
Many Azerasians.
Azerasians, not Arizonans, Azerasians. I don't know if the teleprompter was spelled incorrectly or he's just a complete idiot. I'm not really sure. He's stupid. He's a stupid person. He's dumb. He's stupid. He's a stupid person. Anyway, so there's Trump doing that. And then, I don't know if this is actually from the same rally, to tell you the truth. I just found these B1 sent these to me right before the show. And then I saw on the news, he was at a rally or a town hall, I believe it was. And his town halls are not real true town halls in the sense that he's just getting a bunch of softball questions thrown at him by a bunch of MAGA people. So it's a little bit sus. But the best part, not the best part, but apparently a couple people passed out at this town hall and they had to fill time. So Trump decided to do an impromptu dance sesh.
Let me hear that music, please.
Everyone, let's thank President Trump.
Nice and loud.
God bless you. Let's send President Trump.
All right, so I can't play all the music, but you'll notice there's a clock ticking because just like it says there, Trump's bizarre 38-minute music session. So there's some Andrea Bocelli for you. Let's see. There's a man's world, little James Brown for you. I think that was James Brown.
So play YMCA. Go ahead.
So then
Here we go, everybody.
There he goes. The dance moves. Young man. There goes Trump doing some YMCA.
Keep going?
Mind you.
Should we keep going?
Okay. I didn't realize. No way. He played the Hallelujah song? Nothing compares to you. Well, an Elvis tune? Okay. I don't know that song short enough there. I would have lost name that tune on that one. That one went on. That was a long song. Ooh, Guns N' Roses, nice. That's a good one. I like that. Very good. He's jamming out the GNR. 38 minutes this went on for. Imagine being at a rally for your political candidate. Now, I understand at the beginning of it before they come out. Like this happened, B1 and I went to a Bernie Sanders rally when we were brainwashed into doing that somehow. We went and there was at the beginning of it that was dead. There should have been music playing. There was no music playing the whole beginning of the thing. It was just this big crowd, an empty stage waiting for this thing to happen. It was awful. And then I kept saying to myself, they need a DJ. So before the thing, I understand they want to play some music, keep people entertained till the politician comes out. But once like Donald Trump comes out, they play his entrance music, then you expect them to sit there and talk about their policies, not dance. Maybe one little, maybe if a song popped on for some strange reason, they did a little dance for 5 seconds. The song plays for maybe 30, and then they wrap it up and they get back to the policy stuff. 38 minutes? What a buffoon. What an absolute idiot. I don't care if there were people passed out. That's what I heard. I don't know if I misheard that story wrong or whatever, the people passed out. I think that's what he was doing to fill time. I don't know. Or maybe he started to do it to fill time and then it just went on and on for 38 minutes. But talk about people losing their mind. That's the sign of somebody losing their mind, I feel like. Michael K says, no phones tonight. I have a football story I want to tell you or run in, I guess. Unfortunately, yes, the phones are not working. The phones might be down for a minute. So, yeah, that's why I said you got to utilize the chat or send an email if it's longer than an actual simple chat message. Last night I turned on, so during the baseball game, I got about, I don't know, once it got boring, when we weren't hitting and we were just, the pitching was bad and I was just getting frustrated and I was starting to blame myself for us watching it. I said, all right, maybe we'll have a chance if I only half watch it and I listen, but turn on the football game. So I watched the rest of the Monday Night Football game and listened to the baseball game. Now, the strange thing is, not strange thing, the cool thing that happened was right when I turned on the Monday Night Football game is right when Aaron Rodgers, it was before halftime, and it was right when Aaron Rodgers threw the Hail Mary pass for a touchdown, which was so cool. That's one of the coolest plays in football when you can get a Hail Mary to go through. So very interesting game. It went back and forth, so that was entertaining. The Bills ended up eking it out squeaking one out against the Jets. Jets starting to look a little bit better than they did before. They were surprised they were so competitive with the Bills. I don't know if the Bills aren't that good or if the Jets are that good. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe a little bit of both. But the Jets got a little bit better today. Huge news. Trade alert from the Raiders. Davante Adams, wide receiver, is now a New York Jet. The Raiders received a conditional 2025 third-round pick, which can become a second-rounder if Adams is a first or second-team All-Pro, or if the Jets reach the AFC title game this season. So, pretty cool day. For the Jets, pretty big news. There's not the only wide receiver news. We'll talk about the other one here in a sec. But I actually do see that we have my main man is here with us. What is up, dude? Hey, Mikey, how are you, bro?
I'm sleepy.
Sleepy? Did you just wake up?
Yep.
Welcome. Well, what did you think of the big news? The Devontae Adams ended up going from the Raiders over to the Jets. Were you surprised by that, or not really
Not
at all?
I'm surprised they came down to a third-round pick. I mean, Jets ain't making the AFC title game, so that definitely ain't changing.
Well, they
He ain't gonna
think that.
become a first-team or second-team All-Pro, missing so many games already this season.
Well, they seem to think. I watched the interview with. Did I pull that? Did I pull that? No, I did not. But the owner of the Jets, he came out and he did like a little small brief interview somewhere. They caught him coming out of a meeting or something. And he said that he thinks it's going to open up the whole offense for the Jets. Since they have the two running backs, they got, now they have Garrett Wilson. Mike Williams is going to drop down to wide receiver 4, essentially, because I think Lazard is kind of 2 or 3 going back and forth.
You still got to stop throwing the ball to the other team.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is having a little bit of trouble with that. Did you see that Hail Mary, though?
I did see the Hail Mary.
How cool was that? Wasn't that cool? Don't you love a good Hail Mary? I do love that.
It's always by him.
It's true. You hate him because he used to be a Packer. That's right. So, because you're a big Vikings fan. How about them Vikes, by the way? I know you guys had a bye week, but still, coming out of the bye week undefeated right now. What a fucking cool thing for you guys.
We're a giant battle in Detroit this week.
So that's going to be awesome. Detroit.
And the Vikings are favored for the first time this year. Detroit's a 3.5-point dog.
Are they really?
Yep.
Well, that might be because of this, Mikey. You think? Hold on one sec. I think the Lions had a little bit of an issue in their last game, even though they put up almost a 50-burger on the Cowboys. Don't forget, Mikey, this happened.
Oh, yeah. He ain't going to be running around chasing nobody.
No. So, yeah, he's...
Tell you what, the Vikings are going to have Jared Goff running for his life.
Yeah, I know. But what do you think of that? Did you watch that happen? Did you see the rewatch?
I did. I didn't see it. I didn't see it happen at first. And then as soon as they showed the second little replay, I was like, oh, there you go. There's the little loop-de-loop that the leg does.
Yeah, I thought I saw it bend in the replay at full speed, and I went, oh, maybe it just looks like a leg whip, kind of like it just kind of like his ankle looks like it did it. And then I went on Twitter immediately because I knew they weren't going to show it again. So I started looking for it, and immediately people had already started slowing it down, and you could see it looked like it broke in 2 places.
Yeah, it did. It did.
I wonder if it officially did because the way it wrapped around his leg, it reminded me of like a MMA kick leg break. Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor, Anderson Silva, Chris Weidman type of deal.
Mm-hmm. It also reminded me, do you remember Joe Theismann? Remember the quarterback
Alex Smith?
Yeah, I forgot. I don't know if I've ever even seen Alex Smith's leg break.
I think the worst leg break that I've ever seen is
that Celtics
linebacker
guy,
E.J. Henderson. Broke his femur and it did a full helicopter.
Oh, okay. So I haven't seen that one. Or maybe we did.
Cardinals, for the Arizona Cardinals or the Minnesota Vikings.
Actually, now that you mention that, I think somebody must have broken their leg. Maybe we were talking about Connors, and that's how, because I played the E.J. Henderson one and watched it and almost threw up because it was so bad.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you guys want to throw up or watch a bad leg break, E.J. Henderson, I can't remember what team it was. Just put it in Twitter, it pops right up.
It's either Vikings or Cardinals.
It popped right up in Twitter. I remember when I looked for it last time. So, so Devontae Adams, do you think he's actually going to help them at all? Or do you think no? Really? You think the line is too bad?
I just think Aaron Rodgers lost his killer instinct. I don't think he's got it no more.
Oh, I disagree with that. That dude was spinning the ball. He can throw the football, man. Did you see that one throw to Lazard over the middle in between those two giants? That was incredible.
I I watched him play the entire game against the Vikings. I saw an old man on the run who can't throw off his back foot anymore.
Which is kind of his move, to be honest with you. So he has had to adapt his throwing style because that's how Jordan Love even throws off his back foot. He does that little hop step thing that Aaron Rodgers made famous, or I guess Brett Favre kind of made famous. Rodgers
Packers all made famous.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. As much as I'd love to see the Jets rise up and take over that division,
you don't think it could take away? Because they're going to have to account for him, which is going to leave Garrett Wilson a lot more open, or vice versa. And then underneath, you got Lazard coming underneath in the slot, and then even Mike Williams if he gets his shit together.
Mike
they
Williams,
got some.
Breece Hall. On paper they look great, but I don't trust Aaron Rodgers no more. If he can turn my opinion around on him, absolutely. But the guy gets folded up a lot. He's on a run for his life for quite a bit.
I do see him potentially getting injured. I mean, when he hurt his knee the other day, I thought he was done. I thought he broke his leg.
The high ankle sprain against the Vikings when he talked about it after the game, that he's heard things pop in his leg that he had never heard pop before.
Speaking of your team, now we got to talk about my team. Another trade alert. The Cleveland Browns have traded wide receiver Amari Cooper. The Browns have officially given up on the season. Which is smart because it's over, and we got to figure out what we're going to do with Deshaun at this point. But the Bills received Amari Cooper and a 2025 6th-round draft pick. And let's see here. And the Browns, wait, hold on one sec. The Bills received Amari Cooper and a 2025 6th-round draft pick. And the Browns received a 2025 3rd-round pick and a 7th-round selection in 2026. So a 3rd-round pick, essentially, for Amari Cooper, which I got to tell you, I think the Browns won that trade. Not won that trade, but they made out pretty well in that trade. I wouldn't even argue he's worth a 3rd-round pick anymore. You there? Did I lose you? Oh, your audio cut out.
I muted it. I muted because I was coughing.
Oh, gotcha. So, what do you think? Do you think the Browns made out?
I think Browns made out on that one for sure.
I agree. 3rd round. I mean, I would have thought 5th round for him. Yeah, they are. If you barely beat the Jets on Monday Night Football, that's not good. Not good. So, Irish Ronnie said, that's exactly where I broke my leg about a year ago, going back to Aiden Hutchinson. I now have a titanium rod in my leg. Yeah, I saw I saw some doctor on TikTok or Twitter or somewhere talking about how they thought they'd repair it, and it wasn't a rod; it was a big plate.
It's going to be
a
year. It's going to be a year-long. What's it called? Full-on recovery.
They said 4 to 6 months, from what I heard.
Well, let's see.
You're not buying it?
Minus the staph infections and all the problems that are.
Let's hope he doesn't have that happen. Jesus Christ, isn't that amazing how many people who are, how many professional athletes end up getting staph infections after, and you think they're getting the top of the line best care in the world, and this shit's happening.
Rushed surgeries.
Oh, it's brutal. All right, here's Michael K's football story. He says, Dom, I ran into Dan Marino this weekend at a bar. Oh, nice. Quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, former. He said, I didn't know he had a house up here, Traverse City. I thought it was kind of cool, but I'm not a football fan. And he said, hey, I sent you an email with the picture. So I'll try to fish that picture up later on. It takes me a second to get to my emails usually. So that's cool. That must have been cool. I wonder if he was a nice guy. Sorry the phones are down, and we got a good story from Michael K. Mikey,
yes, sir.
Do you like Stephon Diggs now that he's no longer a Bill and he's a Houston Texan?
He's growing on me a little bit. He is.
Yeah?
He's a little bit of a diva. He's a little bit of a bitch. But I still, it boils down to the man has given me the most exciting sports life or exciting sports moment that anyone could ever ask for in their entire life. A walk-off touchdown as time expires in the playoff.
That was your biggest.
You never see. The Minneapolis Miracle.
Oh, okay. See, I can't remember what that is, to be honest with you. Was that against? Who was that against? What happened?
New Orleans Saints, 23-25, 3 seconds left. Have the ball at our own 40.
Is that the one with the pass interference?
No pass
Infamous.
interference.
Wasn't that the
Nope, the year after that.
different year? Okay, all right, cool. Was that the same teams though?
Yep.
And
No, there was one pass interference that was really blatant, which was Saints and L.A. And then the year after that, there was another one in the back of the end zone with Kyle Rudolph shoving off and having a touchdown. So the Saints lost on walk-off plays pretty much 3 years in a row.
that first one that not the Diggs one,
The LA.
the LA one
The
is the
LA
one that went
was-
that
yeah,
went
that's
viral.
the-
It was everywhere.
Yeah.
All right. Well, going back to Stephon Diggs, there are a couple weird things going on with this dude.
Couple weird sex scandal things going on.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a weird, freaky
So,
dude.
the-
He should be hanging out with Diddy at them freakouts.
I was just gonna say that, man. I wonder because the first allegation I saw the other day was some freaky shit. He was allegedly having sex with Cardi B, the rapper, while she was 8 months pregnant. So I I don't know if you saw Cardi when she was pregnant. She was big. She had put on some lbs, and that badonk was as big as you can even. I mean, she put on some weight. There was a big girl, a lot of woman right there.
There's a thing that they used to do in the NFL. You could probably find it on Twitter, really quick. It's a small clip. It's something the Vikings used to do before games and stuff. And it was 96 questions with Brian Robinson, who was a defensive end, and he would go around and do these like, there's one player on the team that you wouldn't want to date your sister. Who would it be? And unanimously across 12, 13 different players, a bunch of superstars, every one of them said Stephon Diggs.
Right. All right. So he's obviously a kinky dude if he's having sex with somebody when they're 8 months pregnant, because that is a massive belly at that point. Now I remember obviously I have kids. I've had pregnancy sex quite a bit. It's not terrible, to be honest with you, because first off, you know,
imagine the hormones are rushing. I imagine you ain't getting nervous about getting them pregnant.
You don't worry about that because it's already going to happen. You've already crossed that bridge, and then they're usually super horny at that point in time, so they're really into it. So that's the kind of the cool part about it. So, but it does get a little. It's a little extra. Sounds like the water in that bong. You know what I'm saying? It sounded a little bit more like that. So I think it's. I wouldn't say it's something I particularly liked doing, but I did it. It was okay. I don't think I would. I mean, he could basically get just about any chick he wants. He's an NFL football player. It's crazy to me that he is so. Does he think she's so hot that he just had to have that shit, even though he was eight months pregnant? Or do you think he's actually got feels for her, and that's why he I don't feel like a chick would be that. I know they're horny, but I don't feel like they'd be that willing to bang a guy while they're pregnant unless they have some sort of a relationship.
Who knows? Maybe she doesn't need it. Or Cardi's the one that's married to Offset.
Well, I think they're divorced now, and Offset actually.
Well, yeah, they divorce and they're on and off and on and off and on and off and on and off.
Yeah,
Who the hell
Offset.
knows? Maybe she just needed some dick, and Diggums was around.
But he did something weird. I guess there was somebody posted an Instagram poll asking whether or not they believed all the rumors about Stephon Diggs and Cardi B, and I guess Offset voted on it or whatever. So I guess he's keeping an eye on her or what she's doing, even though they're divorced on again, off again. But they got kids together and stuff, so I imagine he wants to know who's going to be in his kid's life potentially. That's understandable. But if that's not the freakiness of the Stephon Diggs allegedly goes beyond just bagging a pregnant chick.
Yep.
Supposedly, so there's this guy named Chris Blake Griffith. I don't know who he is.
I'm glad you got this story.
Yeah, I don't know.
I saw it sporadically hanging around.
Well, I don't even know who this guy is. Is he? I take that back. He calls himself an elite marketing celebrity manager, and I believe he, according to him, I'll just read off these little bullet points. Here's what Griffith claims. Griffith claims that he knows Stefan Diggs from a clothing line that they collaborated on. So I guess they started some clothing line together. Griffith goes on to say that Stefan allegedly tried to drug him and have sex with him. Now, I haven't been able to figure out the exact story of where they met, how it happened. There's no real.
That's all I saw. I just saw that.
What were the details?
Just that Stefan Diggs tried to drug and have sex with this dude. But I
Yeah,
never
that
got
he's
any background information or anything else other than that.
And well, he tries to say, I can't figure out exactly what this guy's talking about either, because he then goes on after he makes these claims about Stefan Diggs allegedly drugging him and trying to have sex with him. He also says that Stefan Diggs' brother, not Trayvon Diggs, came to try to steal some of his items and beat him up in order to silence him about the incident. And we actually played that video a while back. There was a guy in an elevator coming out of an elevator, and two guys beat the shit out of him in the lobby outside of the elevator. I couldn't find the video, but I know we played it at some point. And then he posted pictures of Stefan Diggs wearing some of the stolen items after the event. Now, I don't know what the fight or the stolen stuff has to do with the alleged claims of drugging and attempt to have sex with him. I wish he would have gone into more detail. It was at a hotel. He came over after a game or whatever. What are the details?
We were collaborating on this. We were working. We were, whatever.
Yeah, right. We had a mannequin there. We were putting clothes on the mannequin. We were all working close quarters. Next thing you know, we started kissing. I don't know, whatever weird stuff happens in those kind of situations. I don't know. I don't know if I buy it without anything beyond actual more of a story where Stefan Diggs can actually.
Yeah, I saw it. To be honest with you, I saw that story like 2 weeks ago, and then I never saw anything further than that.
Me too. I saw it a couple weeks ago too. I've had it sitting there in my thing, but I just thought it was interesting because it's still out there. I mean, I haven't heard anything. Nobody's come out and said, no, I didn't do it. No, it didn't happen. Nothing like that.
It's picked up no traction the other way either. The news hasn't picked it up and ran with it or nothing.
No. Boy, a story the news did pick up and run with today, though. Holy shit. You know who is a fucking piece of shit? Jerry fucking Jones. Did you hear what Jerry Jones did today? The owner of the Dallas Cowboys, owner and general manager?
No, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see. That's the only reason that the Cowboys suck right now is because of him.
Here is, after the Dallas Cowboys team in the NFL, obviously, they played the Detroit Lions this past weekend, and they lost 47-9 or something like that, I think was the score.
47-9. Happy birthday, good old Jerry.
And that was at home in front of their home crowd. They just got their asses handed to them. And people have been going around calling the Dallas Cowboys soft after that. I've seen multiple news shows and these talking heads on these sports shows calling them soft. And I think one of them even used to play for the Cowboys, so he can get away with doing that. So Jerry Jones has had a lot to answer for because he really didn't do anything in the offseason. They had a chance to get Derrick Henry. They didn't go after Derrick Henry. Trade deadline, all that good stuff. They've not made any moves to try to improve the Dallas Cowboys this year. So
they extended CD and Dak.
Well, they did do that. I guess I'll give him that. That's true. But he didn't do anything to build the team beyond what they did last year.
No, not at all.
Yeah, they got their asses kicked in the playoffs by the Packers. They got embarrassed in the playoffs. The radio home of the Cowboys, 103.5 The Fan, did an interview with Jerry Jones today, and this is how it went down.
You've made one in-season coaching change in your time here. That was back in 2010, and I know the records are different. You were 1-7 versus 3.
I won't be making any others during the end of the season.
There was a lot of criticism that you guys didn't add, didn't spend, and don't add and don't spend, and are not aggressive enough with some of the problems that are still haunting the Cowboys today that we see play out on the field. That's the point of talking about the offseason.
I remember those criticisms very well. Okay, so what?
Or are they playing out to be accurate?
What's your point?
My point is, it seems like
Listen, let me tell you what I'll do. About it. I will let us sit down and look at the decisions we've made over the last several years. Okay? I'll look at it. Now, if you think I'm interested on a damn phone call with you over a radio and sitting here and throwing all the good out with the dishwater, you have got to be smoking something over there this morning. I'm not. And I really don't, and I don't even want our listeners to listen to me, to talk about this is not your job. Your job isn't to let me go over all the reasons that I did something and I'm sorry that I did it. That's not your job.
Well, my job is to ask
why.
Get
a job, or I'll get somebody else to ask these questions, man.
Jerry, we're trying to figure out why the team is.
I'm not kidding you. I really think you're going to sit here with a microphone and tell me all of the things that I've done wrong, and without going over the rights?
Well,
now listen, we both know we're talking to a lot of great fans and a lot of great listeners, and I am very sorry for what happened out there Sunday.
So there you go. I don't know if you caught that in there, Mikey. He essentially, I don't know. I wouldn't seemingly threatened the jobs of the radio hosts.
Oh no, that was a blatant threat. That was a straightforward. I'll find someone else to ask me these questions.
Okay, you're right. And what a fucking garbage piece of shit, rich person power play move. I mean, I understand, and because he could actually get away with this. Because
without a doubt, he can have those guys removed tomorrow or transferred or whatever, someplace within the company.
Yeah, because these radio stations have contracts with the football teams to be the radio home of the football team. And I remember when I worked at iHeart, we were the radio home of the Cleveland Browns, and then they lost the Browns, and then went over to like the ESPN sports station here, and that was a big deal. It was a real big deal when we lost them.
Bro, we know Jerry owns the sports station that asks him the questions.
It's possible, but it's more than likely that they're, I could probably look it up. And if it's called 105.3 The Fan, it's probably an iHeart station. And I don't think he owns them or owns an iHeart station, but he could. It's possible. But I think it's more along the lines of the contracts, like we talked about, like iHeart, or like I said, iHeart has a contract with these
exclusive rights and stuff like that.
Exactly. So Jerry Jones could call the general manager or the program manager of the radio. He'd call the general manager and he would say, "Hey, let's get rid of these two fuckfaces, or I'm not going to re-sign next time it comes around, and we're going to go over to, 92.3 The Fan or whatever it's called." You know what I mean? They're going to go to a different radio station, which is garbage. That's a bullshit piece of shit, rich person wielding his power, trying to take a man,
do it.
No, you're taking away the livelihood of two guys who are just doing their job. Their job is to ask him questions. And if he can't fucking handle it. I know you're rich and you don't feel like you have to answer these questions, but don't do the fucking interviews then. If you're not going to be fucking, man enough or tough enough.
I don't know why. I don't hear the owner of the Vikings ever on any radio interviews or podcasts. I've never heard the Wolves do any type of deal like that.
Well, because Jerry Jones is
5-minute interview here and there.
He's an arrogant fuck. I mean, he likes seeing himself in the news. He likes seeing his face out there. So, so fuck Jerry Jones. Didn't he have a bunch of weird alleged sexual misconduct allegations against him too, or like affairs with? outside of
Yes, he's
marriage
had
and
so many different,
illegitimate
so
children,
many different
allegedly.
things. Yeah, he's got that fuck you money though. He can cover it all.
Wasn't he allegedly pictured in an anti-segregation rally in the 50s or 60s? I think that came out, something like that.
That came out and just disappeared. Like it was
Disappeared.
nothing.
Yeah,
The
he's
news just stopped playing it.
I think, in my opinion, he's a scumbag. I don't like Jerry Jones. I used to kind of like his attitude. I don't know, like I kind of liked that he was
Guys'
in the
attitudes
media.
like that ruin their football team and did just too flashy. That's why the Raiders have always sucked, and that's why the Cowboys will always suck.
I just saw him do
When your
another
owner
thing.
talks more than your coach, and your owner talks more about player and personnel decisions than your GM and your
Well, he is the GM.
VP and president. I know it shouldn't be.
I agree. Another douchey thing I saw him do a couple weeks ago, he landed his helicopter on the practice field of the Cowboys while they were in the middle of practice. This guy's a fucking piece of shit. So, yeah, what a bummer that he's such a piece of shit and that the Dallas Cowboys have to, like Cowboys fans are rabid. I don't know what it is. I should hate the Cowboys, especially because my rival used to wear the Cowboys uniforms, but I'm just like, I liked the Cowboys, what they represented for some reason. I don't know why. I always liked the idea.
Oh God, not me. I hated it.
Yeah, I did. I don't know why. I just kind of always liked it. I like their uniforms. I don't know. I like you know what it is? They always had a really good offensive line. They always did.
Evan gets all the credit for it, and Aikman and everyone
you
else.
Got Larry Allen and Nate Newton and all those big boys on there. That was an offensive line right there. So I think that's why I like the Cowboys a little bit. Oh, by the way, speaking of that Aiden Hutchinson leg break, it was so funny when I was talking right when it happened. And I was telling you I looked it up and I found it right away. I immediately sent it to B1 because on draft night, she fell in love with this dude. This dude gets her panties all wet. Here's a side view of Aiden Hutchinson, but here's from draft night. Now this is what I was literally. She's drooling over him. I'm drooling over his mom and his two sisters because they're hot blondes. So we were just sitting there.
Real smoke shows.
Well, the whole family is so good looking. Like even the dad is handsome. Like look at this fucking family. Like they just hit the jackpot in looks. It's insane. Look at this family. I mean, they're all the sister I think on the left and the mom are both Miss Michigans. And even the unhot sister is still hot because the one that like looks like Aiden in the middle there with the shades on. She's still banging hot. You know what I mean? So the not hot sister, the quote ugly sister, is just as hot as average girls, more hot than average girls, I guess, or whatever. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, what a crazy family that they have there.
I'm glad he ain't going to be chasing Sam Darnold this weekend. That's for sure.
Yeah. On the other hand, I don't know. I've given up on the Browns, so I have no home team football team right now. I just don't like them. I don't like the fact that they're keeping Watson in. I don't like anything about the Browns right now. I hate them. I hate the Browns.
Doubled down on him this morning.
Yeah, I hate the Browns. I just hate them right now. I hate everything about them. So I don't honestly even watch the games because I know they're going to be terrible.
New era, new culture shift next year. That'll be a whole wipe of the front office and coaching staff again.
Everything. We're starting all over again. We're 2 years after we had a chance to make it to the Super Bowl.
Who knows? Maybe you guys go after a guy like B-Flow and you end up with the nastiest defense in the league.
Is that the quarterback or the defensive coordinator for the Vikings, Brian Flores?
That'll never get another head coaching job. He's still in the middle of litigation against the NFL for the racism shit.
Yeah, that's not gonna. He's done. But anyway, what was I gonna say?
Done with the Browns. Done with the home team.
Oh yeah,
I said that I didn't want to see that. That I'm glad that Hutchinson ain't gonna be chasing around.
Dude,
my boy Sammy Darnold this week.
I know you want the Vikings to win, but is there even a small part of you just in the scope of the NFL and wanting the best teams on the best players on the field? Are you a little bummed that he's not there?
Now, when shit that happens, I'm the first one to scream, "Bring out the cart!" and start saying bye.
Okay, I had a feeling. So you saw that and you were like, "Oh yes, he's fucking done. We don't have to deal with him 2 games."
Texted my homeboy David right away. I sent him a little ambulance emoji, and he responded with "Bye."
God, you're so different than me, man. I literally, because I hate seeing great players get hurt. Even though, even like if Ben Roethlisberger used to get, when he would get hurt, I would be like, that's.
Oh my
You know,
God! When we took
and I
Aaron
hated
Rodgers
him.
out for half a season for breaking his collarbone, I thought it was the best day of my life. Second best sport moment of my life. Anthony Barr drove him full body weight into the ground. Still got pictures on my phone of it.
It just sucked. We had such a good defense last year here, and now we blew it with the offense, and now Baker Mayfield's going off. It's just everything that could have gone wrong for the Browns over the past couple of years. Outside, there's talk right now. I heard on the sports shows today. They're talking about possibly trading Myles Garrett to help get draft picks to rebuild the whole team.
Yeah, why not? You gotta blow it up.
I mean, it's incredible. He's been the face of the team. He's, the team, the city loves this guy. He goes to the tailgates before games.
At some point, he ain't gonna want to be there.
Well, I think we've probably already reached that point, if I had to guess, because he wants to win, and he's on a team that's not going to win. Much like the Cowboys. Now, we talked about the Cowboys, Mikey, real quick, and I forgot to play this video. This is how I started talking about Cowboys fans and how I feel bad for them, and this is part of the reason why I feel bad for them. This is what they think of their team right now during games. That's a girl on the ground puking her guts out, while Detroit Lions fan Gritty's right across her puke spot. So, I've gotten pretty drunk at football games, but I don't know if I got so drunk that I would throw up. I've stumbled out of games, but to get so sick to puke at a game. The best puking video all time is that guy who just sits there and just pukes all over himself. Did you see the guys?
I'm pretty sure that's at your stadium.
What? I think you're right. I think it was a Browns fan.
Yeah, I think it is a dog pound guy.
We're great. Gotta love the Browns fans. All right,
Bills have a bunch of viral clips up there too, with hands down girls' assholes and
banging in the parking lot.
Bills. Fans going missing at the new fucking stadium site.
Hold on, I thought I had one more video, but I can't seem to. Oh, here it is. All right, I got one last thing to wrap it up before we get into baseball. It is a baseball-related clip, so I think it is a perfect way to end. We saw Aiden Hutchinson get his leg taken out. Did you see the ball boy get his leg taken out too? In one of the games?
Oh, I did. I watched that on Red Zone. Yeah, dude, that guy got hit by Will Levis.
He got laid out. His poor dude. He ended up getting carted off. They had him in air cast too. I don't think I've ever. Did you hear any updates? What happened to that guy? He tore his ACL or anything?
No, they never gave. I'm sure he's retiring now. All those guys are older than turd, anyways.
Yeah, no, I love that they call them ball boys, even though they're like 75 years old.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is from looks to be some sort of softball game. It's a view of a person running down third base, and there's a play at the plate, and, well, it's a woman running down third baseline, and you'll see who takes her out.
When we standing
down. Oh, hold on, I forgot there's a stupid rap song playing. And...
Ow! Well, no, he dropped the ball. Touch the plate.
Oh, he dropped the ball. I didn't even notice that he dropped the ball. But how about that flip by this guy?
The ball.
Look at this flip. This backwards flip in one motion. Ugh. You could see your leg bend the wrong way right there.
Yep.
Boom. There goes the knee. Bent the wrong way.
Should be a tag on her foot right there. And then the ball rolls out to the left like an idiot.
So he takes her out. Oh, the ball is out. So it looks like he never even really caught it.
No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like it slid right underneath him.
There's an empty glove. So this dipshit takes this chick out for no fucking reason. He doesn't even have the ball in his hand. Oh, wow. What a try-hard douchebag. But I got to tell you what, if you're a girl playing a co-ed league, don't come running home and expect Don't be playing freight train and not expect to run into a brick wall. You know what I'm saying? So
Equal rights.
that's right. Equal fucking rights. So, alrighty, guys. As I see Curious George, hello, saying first. Yes, normally, George, we start at 7, but we have been starting at 6 this week due to the Cleveland Guardians facing the New York Yankees in the American League Championship Series. So we will be wrapping up here shortly or momentarily in order to get ready to watch the game. First pitch, I believe, is at 7:38, so this will give everybody time to watch a little bit of the pregame, get your snacks and stuff already. I got to make myself some din-din because I'm trying to cut back on the Uber Eats. I got some food. I'm going to actually cook myself some food.
There you go.
I'm doing breakfast for dinner tonight. Got some good bacon.
BFD.
Yeah, I love breakfast for dinner. I could eat breakfast 3 meals a day. So, all right.
Yep, me too. Eggs, toast, bacon all day, every day.
That's what I'm doing. I'm doing eggs. I'm doing do you like your scrambled eggs? How do you like your eggs?
Over easy.
Over easy?
I like dunkers.
I'm a scrambled guy, and I like them really loose. I like them barely cooked. So they're almost like the yolk, like they're just loose. Like I hate those really overcooked scrambled eggs where they're like a big thick slab of like just egg.
Oh yeah, no,
mass.
I don't need that fried. I don't need that giant fried bullshit.
It's so gross. So yeah, mine's nice. I got nice loose ones. I got some ciabatta bread. I'm gonna melt some Swiss cheese on the ciabatta bread. Then I'm gonna put a piece of bacon on there, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of the egg on there, and I'm gonna have a little open face breakfast Sammys.
There you go.
Yeah. I had them the other day. I'm gonna make them again tonight. They're so good. So, all right, guys. Mikey, I love you, bro. I hope you have a good day at work tomorrow. Stay out of trouble.
Love you too, buddy.
All right, love you, bro. Adios.
Gotta confirm details for Thursday.
Oh yeah. What time?
I gotta call them and make sure the tickets are for Thursday because I never got another email from them. I'm pretty sure I did text you like a month ago and said I called them, but I forgot that I did.
Maybe also see how much it costs to upgrade to where, if it's possible, where we don't have to wait in line, and I'll cover the difference if that's possible.
I already paid for whatever the highest price tickets were, the VIP price tickets.
Oh, I thought you said that we were going to have to go stand in line and stuff.
No, I paid for the nice tickets, so we're already guaranteed first 2 rows.
Yes, awesome.
Just
good
like
stuff.
the Ari show, you pay the extra money and they give you the VIP, so you pay like an extra $15-$20 more a ticket, so it guarantees you like front 2 rows.
For some reason, I thought you said yesterday when we were talking about it that you didn't get those.
I thought we'd still have to get there early. No, I got those tickets, but I don't know if we got to get there early or not. But I mean, there's a bar there, so.
Yeah, I mean, I actually like there. The food's then good there too. So that's okay. Cool. All right, good. Well, then I can.
Oh shit! If I get in early enough, we can go grab some food there too, because I'll be starving.
Yep, we can go there, or there's a bunch of restaurants on that whole strip that are really good. So we could do whatever.
Pick a decent spot. Let's get a decent meal.
All right, perfect. That sounds good to me. So then, yeah, when you are you off that whole day? Are you just gonna get up early and come?
I'm off. No, I'm off that whole day, and I'm off half day Friday. So
okay.
I wasn't sure if I was going to drive right home because the show's done at 9. I'd be home by 1, so it's not that big of a deal. And you know how much I love driving, anyways.
Yeah, it's up to you, man. Whatever you want. You know, you're welcome to stay here. So whatever you want to do, I'll make a bed for you, and you're welcome to stay in it. So
no doubt.
All right,
we'll
my dude.
More tomorrow.
Sounds good. All right, love you, man. Talk to you later. See ya.
Love you too. See ya.
All right. That is going to officially wrap things up for us tonight, guys. I hope you guys have a great day tomorrow. And ladies and gentlemen, I am out of here. But before I leave, let's go Guardians, baby. Let's bring one home for us tonight. Let's get it back 1-1. Hopefully, the Guardians will be able to get a dub tonight. Let's see. Like I said, that's going to wrap things up for us, guys. I am out of here. See ya.